Well, Flint tells us quite a bit, and when we link it to the rest of the information we get from the caves and so on, we learn even more. But Flint, we know, we managed to successfully extract some DNA a few years ago. We know he was a 4-year-old child. We knew that from the denture and so on. But he lived in Gibraltar. The exact time when he was living in Gibraltar, we don't know, but we know he was a male boy. And one of the things we know about Neanderthal children is that they were quite precocious. They were up and running much earlier than young modern humans. That probably had an advantage adaptively in terms of surviving in the environment. And Flint's skull was found in a rock shelter, a small cave opposite the Devil's Tower. It was excavated by Dorothy Garrod, who was the Cambridge archaeologist back in 1926, 100 years ago. And it's all surrounded by a bit of an enigma, because you found a fauna there and stone tools, but why this 4-year-old boy died and was found in that cave, we don't know. Some people have speculated it might have been caught by a leopard or one of the carnivores that were around at the time, but we simply don't know. We have a similar example of the milk tooth of a similar 4-year-old Neanderthal child that we found in Vanguard Cave a few years ago, and that was very near a hyena den in Vanguard Cave, and we suspect that in that case that child had been taken by hyenas, similar to the spotted hyenas you get in Africa today, but these cave hyenas were much larger. So what it shows us is that life here must have been great in terms of climate and food and so on, but it must have been a dangerous place to live with all these things lurking in the undergrowth.
Now we're planning a special celebration of the centenary of the discovery of the skull. Tell us what's in store over the next few months. It's quite a bit, I understand.
Yeah, the peak is going to be 1st to the 6th of September, the Calpe Conference. It's longer than usual, and we've already secured a number of the main international speakers on the subject. Researchers on the subject have already agreed to come from a few months ago now. You have to book them well in advance. So we'll be putting the program together shortly and releasing it, and one of the novelties in this year is we're going to open a session for non-invited speakers, students and so on, who may want to come and give short communications. So it's not just the heavy-duty speakers, if you like, but also for the young students, and to encourage that. We're going to start a series of museum lectures starting next month, and we're going to theme it around the whole idea of Neanderthals and all the things that we've been finding here in Gibraltar over the years, and understanding the nature of the Neanderthals. And then we'll have a series of other events, including the museum's open day, which we will theme on that subject, and a few surprises along the way. But the coincidence, of course, is it's not just 100 years of the discovery of the skull, it's also 10 years now that we've been inscribed as a World Heritage Site, which is incredible. It feels like it was yesterday, but we've been a World Heritage Site, and what many people don't realize is that this is the only World Heritage Site in the world that's exclusively dedicated to the culture of the Neanderthals. So we've got a special place here, so we'll try and link the two things, but there will be events all the way through to the end of the year.